Aye, we give you the facts. It's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
What am I drink? What am I think? You're listening to Popeye News Links. This is the Admiral Tibet who I represent, and remember, the time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. This is Popeye News Links.
Greetings viewers and subscribers. In today's journey, we are still in the parish of St. Elizabeth, popularly known as Senti, the bread basket parish of Jamaica, the second largest parish in Jamaica. And I know that seems like how some persons were saying that the longest corner is not in St. Elizabeth. Some persons are going to be saying that Senti is the largest parish. My reading is telling me though that St. Elizabeth is the second largest parish in Jamaica next to St. Ann. The Black River, measuring a little bit over 33 miles, about 25 miles is navigable, is one of the longest rivers in Jamaica. Continue to sit back, continue to relax, and continue to enjoy this journey with me. Now, all things being well, we are hoping to have Mrs. Esther Makiti Griffin, our in-house immigration lawyer, on the channel live later on. Stand by for that. In the news today, do you remember that big great one Raypabull on your screen? His name is Floyd McLean. On the 2nd of February coming up, he will be celebrating his 57th birthday. Raypabull Floyd McLean. He has been a fireman for almost 40 years and he was an assistant commissioner based in Montego Bay, but he had responsibility for the western region. He is originally from Portmore in Manchester. Raypabull Floyd McLean. He was charged by the police, and some of you keep coming in the comment section talking about me shouldn't call anyone Raypabull without evidence. Well, for your information, I do not call anyone a Raypabull without evidence. Got it? So, Raypabull Floyd McLean, he was charged for holding down and trying to take it away from a 14-year-old girl who was at the fire station conducting voluntary service on behalf of the National Youth Service. On Tuesday, August 15, Raypabull Floyd McLean, he was taken into police custody, and on Wednesday, August 16, he was questioned by the police in the presence of his lawyer, and he was officially charged for sexual touching and attempt rape. He went to court and he was granted bail, and he has been going to court ever since. Well, our information is that earlier, it's either today or yesterday, Raypabull Floyd McLean, he went to the court where he pleaded guilty for a lesser charge of indecent assault. So, Raypabull Floyd McLean, he will be sentenced by the court 5 days after his birthday on Friday, February 9 next year. We are watching this one and we are going to be telling you about the sentence of the court. Stand by for that. In this next story, a 33-year-old St. James man, he is lucky to be alive. You ever hear the Jamaican phrase, if you not go a full roost? Ah boy. Now listen this. Early yesterday morning, Wednesday, December 20, about some minutes to 4 o'clock. The man, he was at a club on Charles Garden Drive in Montego Bay. We are told that this man, he spoke with one of the females in the club and they made a deal. Can you figure out what the deal was? The deal was she would give him something and he would in turn pay her 3,000 Jamaican dollars. You figure it out yet? So they went to a spot and they did you know what. When they were done, the guy gave the female 2,000 Jamaican dollars. She asked him for the other 1,000 and him told her him not have no more money. The female did not argue with him. So the man left the club and him went out to clock. Everyone in Montego Bay supposed to know where the clock is. So the guy, he was standing at clock waiting on a taxi to go home when he was approached by two guys. The guys told him in no uncertain terms that they were sent by the female who him short pay to collect the 1,000 Jamaican dollars. He told them that him not have no more money on him. One of the guys, he then pulled a knife and juked Mr. Shortpay in his chest. The two guys, they then ordered him to a ATM nearby to withdraw the money. The guy was reluctant, so the guy, he used the knife to juke him again in his chest, and both of them, they rained some blows on the guy while threatening to kill him. They then accompanied him to a nearby ATM where they ordered him to withdraw an extra $1,000. The guy withdrew 2,000 Jamaican dollars and gave it to them. Both guys, they then left. The guy who was stabbed up, he then went to the police where he made a report. So the police, they are now searching for the two guys. You know what the truth is? There is a lesson to be learned right here. You know what the lesson is? If you do, drop it in the comment section below, because I don't want nobody to say Papaya promote certain things. But if you make a deal, pay up. Simple. Either you make the deal or you don't make the deal. But once you make the deal, pay up. In this next story, a 28-year-old police constable with under 2 years service, he is now in serious trouble with the law. This is after he was arrested by his seniors at the Lucea police headquarters in Hanover Tuesday night. We are told that the probationer constable, his surname is Smith, and a file has been sent to the DPP for a ruling. So you hear all the time, I come here and I talk about policemen who are working at the cells. They are collecting all kind of contrabands and giving them to prisoners in the cells. We are told that this young constable, Constable Smith, he was being watched by his seniors for a while. Tuesday night, December 19, Constable Smith and other police personnel, they were on cell guard duties at the Lucea police lockup. We are told that whilst Constable Smith was on the cell block, his actions aroused the suspicion of his seniors. Constable Smith, he was searched by his seniors, but nothing incriminating was found. He was then asked, where is his motor vehicle parked? He allegedly replied that it was parked at the Lucea police station some distance away. It was then realized that Constable Smith, he was lying. His private motor car was parked on the compound of the police headquarters, same place where he was working. Constable Smith, he was taken to his car by his seniors and the car was searched in his presence. We are told that in the car, the following items were found, and these items are suspected to be contraband that were to be given to prisoners in police lockup. Ganja weighing over 2 ounces. 50 sticks of cigarettes. Grabber. 3 alcohol 16 milliliter bottles filled with rum. 3 parcels of bleaching cream. 1 blue smart cell phone. Rizzlers and lighters, as also cash amounting to 25,000 Jamaican dollars. Like I said, Constable Smith, he is in police custody and a file has been sent to the DPP for a ruling. like I've been saying all the time, nothing can go into the cells to prisoners without the direct or indirect involvement of one or two of the police officers who are on duty. More of these actions need to be taken. Officers, job well done. And talking about police colluding with prisoners, 7 prisoners escaped from the Oracabessa police station in St. Mary early this morning. And based on what is happening, do you think the JCF can convince the populace that members of the force now have hand in it? So here is the list of prisoners, and on your screen, that's 6 of the 7 of them. 1. Trey Walker. He is 24 years old of a Claremont St. Anne address. He was charged for rape. 2. Jahmala Vernon. He is 25 years old of a Boscobel St. Mary address. He was charged for robbery with aggravation. 3. Phillip Williams. He is 22 years old of a Belfield St. Mary address. He was charged with shooting with intent. 4. Linton Bailey. He is 22 years old of a Jacks River St. Mary address. He was also charged with shooting with intent. 5. Lashawn Davidson, 26 years old, also of a Jacks River St. Mary address, and he was also charged with shooting with intent. 6. Nolando Akenson. He is 21 years old of a Pimento Walk, St. Anne, and Boscobel in St. Mary address. He was charged with robbery with aggravation. And 7. Gaveen Hurd. He is 28 years old of a Stony Hill St. Andrew and Enfield in St. Mary address. And Gaveen, he was charged with murder. Now, I'm trying to ascertain the names for the faces. And as soon as I do that, I will update this story. But it no look good. It no look good. Boy, may I tell you. Now, this next incident, it took place Tuesday night, December 19, about minutes to 10 o'clock. It took place at a grocery shop at 3 North, Greater Portmore, in the parish of St. Catherine. We are learning that a man, his name is Orane Frazer. He was born on May 5, 1990, 33 years old, and he was said to be a painter, and he lived in the same 3 North area of Greater Portmore. Our information is that Orane, he went to a shop in the area and he was in the process of buying something when he was approached by a hoodlum who was armed with a gun. The hoodlum, he opened gunfire at Orane, hitting him to his upper body. Orane fell to the ground and the hoodlum, he ran out of the shop, making good his escape on foot on a dirt track beside the shop. Orane, he was rushed to the Spanish Town Hospital by residents where he was pronounced DEAD on arrival. The police, they were called, and when they processed this crime scene, 2 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button. As also, hit on the notification bell. Then click all so that whenever we drop a new video, you will be one of the first to be notified. In the final story for today. Now, before I go into the story itself, there are 2 things I need to clear up. The initial report was that the principal for the school was also injured. We are learning that, yes, he was injured, but the principal, he was not attacked. Apparently, the principal, he heard the shots being fired and he may have been running for safety when he was cut by shattered glass. So the principal for the school, he was not attacked. Secondly, I carried a story the other day and I told you about a guy from Kingston who was arrested and charged in Negril after he had gone to a supermarket and tendered a fraudulent check valued at almost $500,000 and a fake ID. I had said that the check was in the name of a school in Hanover. Now, although I did not call the name of the school, some persons are saying it's Hopewell High School. I am still not going to be calling the name of the school, but I can assure you that it is not Hopewell High. So, this shooting have nothing to do with the guy who was arrested and charged by the police in Negril. Got it? So, the man on your screen, his name is Jermaine Anthony Roberts. On November 7 last month, Jermaine, he celebrated his 35th birthday. Jermaine was the bursar at the Hopewell High School in Hanover and he lived in the parish of St. James. Yesterday afternoon, Wednesday, December 20, about some minutes after 3 o'clock, Jermaine, he drove a white Toyota Axio motor car to the Hopewell High School. An employee of the school opened the gate to allow him to drive in. We are told that a hoodlum dressed in a floral hoodie, he walked up to the gate. Our information is that the car alarm for the Toyota Axio that Jermaine was driving, it went off. Jermaine, who was still in the car at the gate, he held down his head in the car trying to disarm the alarm when the hoodlum in the floral hoodie, he walked up to the right front driver door and pumped about 5 bullets into Jermaine. The hoodlum, he then ran away, making good his escape. The police were called and we are told that Jermaine, he was found slumped over to the back seat of the car between the front driver and passenger seat. He was dressed in a red and white t-shirt, blue jeans pants and a pair of blue and white Crocs. He had received gunshot wounds to his upper body and he died on the spot. We are told that when the police processed this crime scene, 5 9mm spent shells and 1 live round were found on the scene. So there is a lot of questions right here. Did the shooter know that the bursar was on his way to school? This was not a robbery. This was clearly a hit. Someone must have known that the bursar would be at school at that time and made the call. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them no out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane. Everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, what a shame. But me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, Jamaica, the land of the sun. million ton man a